Hey, y'all, we're back. Thank you for coming back to So What Now? I'm Carla.
That was so fast.
That was really fast.
Welcome back to another episode of the So What Now podcast.
Why do you sound like that? You sound like a white girl when you do that.
I can't help it.
Yes, you can.
You're just going to immediately kick it off with insults.
My bad.
Okay, go find your husband.
You just found out not even like a year ago, and now you want to like lean into it?
No, okay.
You're not.
Welcome back to another episode of the So What Now podcast.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for coming back.
Yes, we love you guys.
I'm so glad we're here.
Thank you for joining us for another week.
Yes, for sure.
A new month.
They could have been out here.
We're officially in May.
It's my birthday today. If you're listening in real time,
it's May Madness.
It's March Madness.
No, but it's May. We're calling it May Madness.
No,
I was being cute.
There's only one thing in May, and it's Cinco de Carla.
Cinco de Carla.
That's all we celebrate. And if you're listening in real time, it's today.
It's today. And how old are you?
38.
Really?
38.
Really? You're only 38 for real? Are you joking or no?
No.
38. Oh wow. You're so young.
But wait, weren't you 84?
Yes.
Oh, because you turned 41 this year.
Mm-hmm. I will be 41 this year.
Okay, because I'm like, I know
several months from now.
Several
months from now.
You're so young. Like,
yeah.
Where's 41? We can't
No, but
see it.
You're young for real. You're only 38.
I'm not that young.
You have 2 more years. Like, you're so good. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I feel good. It's coming up, so I don't really know what I'm going to do just yet, but I feel fine. Like, I'm like 38 sounds big. It sounds like a big number. Like the 8 is just like even bigger. It's like a big 38. Like I'm right there. I've gotten a little anxious about it, but we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
About how I feel about aging. But about this birthday, I feel good. I feel aligned. I feel balanced. I feel whole. I feel like my friends are all on point. Like I feel like we're all, even everyone around me right now is like aligned with their things. So I know I don't believe in stars, but if I was a stars believer, the stars are aligned. Okay. You know, the crystals are shining. I don't know if that's what they do, but if I was one of them people, but no, God is Godding right now, seriously. And I'm about to be 38. That's a blessing in its own.
Amen.
But I'm trying to figure out what to do.
What do you feel?
Okay, here's my options. Okay. We talked about going from the morning, watching the sunrise on the east coast of Florida.
Yes.
And then driving over to the west coast of Florida to see the sunset.
Yes,
and then staying the next day at the beach and making like a 2-day thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Cinco de Mayo, so when we're there, we can go to like bar hopping on the west coast.
Yeah.
Or we can go back to the Ritz for a day, but not the Ritz, the JW.
I don't think we've ever done the JW.
We haven't, and I just went when I went recently. And the VIP area, it's crazy. It feels like you're in Tulum.
Really?
It literally feels like you're in Tulum. It's like nothing that I was expecting for it to be over there. It even has like its own little pool by the cabanas. Ooh. It's so cool. So either there, if I want to stay local and just do a day of like hanging out, or do the hibachi thing at the house with all the friends.
Okay.
But if I do that, all y'all got to give me $40.
I was going to say, and that feels like work for you.
No, because the hibachi guy's cooking. He brings everything. I just have to put up some tables and chairs.
It doesn't feel important enough for your birthday for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think either beach or JW.
Okay.
Wait, do you really want to do hibachi? I'll be excited about
no,
that.
I want to do. No, the thing is that I really want to do hibachi, but I was like, I figured I could use my birthday as an excuse for us to get together, so I can get like everyone around.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with the beach.
Oh, you don't feel like everyone will come and you want everyone there?
Not necessarily. No, I don't want to do the beach. No, that needs to be we need to be able to move in one car, and that's like relaxing, not entertaining at all. I don't know. I feel good about both, but I do want to do the hibachi soon. So maybe that could be like a get together.
Or maybe you do hibachi the night. What day does your birthday fall on?
Monday.
On Monday. So maybe you do hibachi Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
And then Monday, your actual birthday, we do JW. So that way, people could do either one.
Okay. I like that. Because the JW could be super chilled.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, now I gotta check my bank account. Because I know they're going to charge a Cinco de Mayo for that cabana.
Oh, yeah.
And I have nobody. My phone.
But it's the middle of the week, though. I don't think so.
It's Cinco de Mayo.
You think so? I feel like Cinco de Mayo is like a young people thing. And
maybe not at the JW.
Yeah. Not at the JW. I'll talk to him. I'll tell him no, it's your birthday.
Okay.
Get a hookup.
Yeah. Oh, I love me a hookup.
I know you love a hookup.
I love a hookup. So what you got going on in May?
I'm so excited about May. Number one, it's my bestie's birthday. But I have so much going on in May. Michaela's home for the summer.
Yes.
And we have big plans, honey.
Don't make them too big. I might need a babysitter. Keep her around.
We're going to Mexico. We're going to Playa for like a long weekend.
You know that's my favorite.
I know. For Mother's Day weekend. She's never been to Mexico.
Playa is the best place to take her.
I'm going to take her to Playa. And we're going to do like a day in Tulum just so she can experience it.
Yeah, Tulum's good.
Tulum is overrated to me and overpriced. Overrated. I just want her to see it, get the picture for the gram. And then that next week, Cowboy Carter in Chicago.
Okay. What's going on with the ticket sales?
What?
It looks like it ain't selling.
I don't know nothing about that. I know I got my ticket.
Okay. I feel I got upset kind of for you, like my friends that are.
Why?
Because I felt like you guys you were waiting in line and it was all this money and you were ready to like put up your house for a mortgage.
Yeah, it was.
No matter what they were going to charge. And now they're advertising.
Yeah.
They're giving away tickets.
I don't worry about the other path.
They're like saying,
I don't think about the path that wasn't. I think about the path that is. Okay. And I just know I got me a good seat. I'm gonna explore Chicago for a couple days.
I got angry for you, so I won't be angry no more. Because it was for you.
You love to get mad for people. I'm talking to you about that. You love to get upset for people. Just mind your business. Now I'm going to Cowboy Carter. I'm really excited about it. And
Did you figure out your outfit?
No, I didn't. And I think I just want to do like cute little tight baby tee and some jeans and some boots.
Like long jeans?
Yeah, it's Chicago. Actually, I learned that Chicago is probably going to be cold.
Oh, yeah, in May.
Yeah, and like the stadium is like next to a lake or a river or something. And so everyone is saying, because I've been on my TikTok preparing.
Yeah, but I feel like you should wear a jacket. You were going to be dancing and singing and the people.
Probably will. Yeah, I probably will.
But I want you to wear like some short, some cute, some sexy.
I just don't feel like putting in the energy of finding an outfit. I feel very overwhelmed with everything I have going on in my life right now.
Okay. I will respect that. What do you have going on?
I wish I could just pay someone to find it for me. It's on the 15th, so it's right around the corner.
What do you have going on now? You feel overwhelmed?
Well, first I was overwhelmed because I had the race.
Okay.
Then now I got to plan for Mexico. And then I got to plan for Cowboy Carter. And I'm going with Michaela. And so like all the work
is on
me. So it's
heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Ooh, it'd be heavy. I get it.
And then I got your birthday.
We're chilling.
I know, but it's still your birthday. I gotta be ready to be up.
Ready to be
8:30.
What did you talk?
Just in case you want to.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be high the whole time.
I mean, how can I like put a cap on your birthday? You were in Miami for a week. Oh, you did go to sleep on my birthday though.
Yes, I did, and I did not go to that dinner. I was asleep for 12 hours because I was fucking with you the first night. No, man, I'm gonna get my sleep. I went to church last month. There was a sermon series that I told you about. And he talked about the importance of sleeping. The Lord said you need to rest. And if you don't rest and you're working 24 hours a day, or let's say 22 hours a day, it's because you don't trust him that he's going to do the work that he needs to do.
Amen.
You do what you need to do for your 8 hours of work.
Okay.
Put in a little extra 4 for your side hustle, and then go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay? Right. Doing the most means you don't trust the Lord.
Okay. And how do we apply that to your birthday weekend?
I sleep.
Okay.
Because the Lord told me to.
So there'll be built-in naps?
If we start early, yeah, we'll be sleep early. I'd rather start early.
Same.
Yeah, I'd rather start early. We always take nap when we go places.
Okay. I'm excited.
Okay. Well, you guys go check out what I'm doing today if you're listening day up and see what I ended up like going with, because it might be we end up in like Europe. Who knows? On a cruise.
Love a last minute trip.
I do. But great women like great things.
That's true.
And they get great amounts of money. So the woman of the week this week is Naomi Girma. I hope I said her name right.
That looks right.
Yeah, she's the first $1 million player in women's soccer history. I love women that play sports because I really wish I would have. That's might be a never mind.
You do play sports now. You're going to be a high rocks competitor.
For sure. Yeah, but sometimes it like stings. I don't know if anyone that's listening was
You were an athlete.
A growing up athlete. But you were a child, like a child athlete, right? Mm-hmm. I was all the way up to my senior year, but then getting pregnant stopped that. Mm-hmm. And having a child like ended that and what could have been.
Wait, hold on. You feel like it was good enough to go to WNBA?
I definitely would have went to WNBA. I would have fought my way into there. My favorite movie was Love and Basketball. I wanted nuts so I can go to the NBA. I wanted to be Allen Iverson so bad. My room was covered. My dad would take me courtside to go see Iverson. He took me to Springfield, Massachusetts to the NBA Hall of Fame. Dressed out in outfit, full
You're
Iverson.
Such a tomboy.
I had every color Iverson there was.
I did not know you had NBA dreams.
Yes, girl, I wanted to be a boy. I used to braid my hair and fight on the court because Allen Iverson was allowed to fight, so I wanted to fight too.
You can join like a little grown-up league.
Girl, my knee hurt. Ayana got here. That is done. Like I said, I have regrets about not doing it then, not now.
I understand.
I understand. That's not a regret, right? It's just the life You grieve the life that could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that you're unhappy.
You wasn't going to the WNBA. Don't be trying to blame Ayana.
I could have went.
You can go sit here try to blame my homegirl. You was not going to the WNBA.
I would have went to the WNBA.
Girl.
I would have. I'm gonna show you the reports.
We shouldn't share everything because this is embarrassing. You should have kept that to you. You really thought you was going to the WNBA?
I would have went to the NBA. They would have changed the rules for me. Yes, they would. I would have been a shooting guard.
What is Oh, it's a sports question. Like how many points you get? Like what was your? Is it average?
My average?
Yeah,
about 20.
Is that good?
I'm not telling you anything.
Okay, because I don't.
I would have went to the NBA and I would have been the greatest player ever.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark would have been me.
So you would have been the quarterback and like the star player.
I don't play football. I was smashing the football players, okay?
Oh, there's no quarterback. Okay.
We're supposed to be doing Woman of the Week. That was not right.
There's no quarterback. I don't know what's going on. You can do.
You went to a different sport. Naomi Girma, the first $1 million player in women's soccer history. Fun fact, soccer is the only sport I ever got cut from in school.
Oh, so you really were an athlete.
Dex. I had a scholarship.
Why did you get cut from soccer? They give it everybody.
Oh, because I wasn't good at soccer. I'm leaving me alone. People get in their 40s, boy, and it starts going somewhere.
So you were like good for real.
I played with Jennifer. Jennifer went to UF.
I don't know.
University of Florida?
Yeah. Okay. Don't.
Gators. Oh.
Okay. But I know that, but I don't know people that. Okay.
You know Jennifer.
Is
Monster.
she in the WNBA?
No, she got pregnant. And she got offered. She didn't get pregnant. I'm lying. She didn't get pregnant until afterwards. She got offered to go overseas. Oh. And she turned it down to come back home.
Okay.
She missed her family. But they've always been really close.
Okay.
Naomi. She's 24. You a hater.
I really am. Apparently.
I just realized that. I said, you a hater.
I didn't know you in that life.
Really?
I did not know.
You knew me that summer with Bert.
You didn't join our kickball team.
No, I just went to fight you.
Yeah.
Naomi Girma, the Olympic champ. If y'all want that story, go back to episode 1, 2, or 3. One of those is why I wanted to fight Dex. I didn't know her, but I was going to fight her. She is a Olympian champion and top-tier defender, has become the first $1 million player in women's soccer history. Her recent 4-year signing with England's Chelsea Women Football Club, $1.1 million transfer fee, making her the highest valued woman in the sport to date.
That's awesome.
You know, soccer had
that could have been you.
No, not with soccer.
That's wild. That could have been you, bruh.
$1 million? That's not enough for me.
I mean, do they pay that in the WNBA?
No.
Oh,
I would have been broke.
But you could have been the 60,000 there.
I would have been 100,000 there.
60,000.
That's about it. And I was not in the NIL era. I was not in the era of no. It would have been.
Do you have footage of you playing?
I'm sure there's highlight reels on
I want you to post that on social media.
I have to find it.
So we can celebrate.
That required me talking to my mom.
Yeah. Because I need to see it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to call Jennifer.
I think you just...
I know Jennifer's mom has some stuff.
You know how you get old and you kind of like exaggerate history?
The song's getting picked up.
You know, wait, you finna play me in basketball? I don't know what to do.
Actually... Speaking of, are we supposed to be doing something this episode?
No, we are not. I'm not dressed appropriately for it. I can't do that on a shirt.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Dex.
I'm sore from the race.
We're closing it off. If you remember 2 episodes ago, she agreed and said she would not back out if we have footage. Arm wrestling.
Okay, but not right now.
No, at the end of the show.
Tomorrow.
At the end of the show. Today. Anyway, shout out to Naomi. We're arm wrestling. For sure. You said you've been practicing.
I'm not wearing a bra.
Who needs a bra? You never wear a bra. Like you care about one of your little bitty titties coming out. You're fine. Nobody is looking. All right, let's talk about this other thing I saw on social media. Y'all know I love me to church. Love my pastor.
Real quick, nobody mentioned arm wrestling again. She gonna forget, so I'll be safe.
I'm telling you, I don't forget stuff like that. Anything competition, I'm not going to forget. Now, if you say we're about to go work out, I might forget. Okay.
But that's really cool though.
No, it really is.
They're finally starting to pay women what they're worth.
What? I will admit. Women's sports were not as exciting as they are now. We were very basic. That's why I would always get it's basic layups and just shooters. There was not really dunking. Lisa Leslie back in the day when I was playing was the first woman to dunk, and it was pretty boring dunk. She was 7 feet tall.
Oh.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
But as the years have gone by, the women have been really good, and it's gotten a lot more exciting. I would say probably the past decade.
So back when you were doing it, you were
boring.
good, but like nobody was good. It was like you were good for.
I didn't say no. They were actually
you were good for the
So it was basic. So they were really good, amazing shooters. We were great athletes and all that, but it was boring.
Okay,
we were great players with the foundation of basketball.
Got it.
All the basketball players won't come for you.
I want to see you play. I'm talking about you specifically.
Oh, you're a hater. You're a hater. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Pastor Reggie and Kelly Steele.
Okay.
All right. So let's move right along. So there was a recent episode of Dear Future Wifey podcast. Have you ever watched that podcast?
What is that about?
He just interviews people with different stories. The reason why I know,
but it's based on relationships.
Not necessarily, because he had Megan on there. I remember last year he brought Megan Ashley on. He had the show where the lady like lost her wig. She was being interviewed and her hair started sticking back. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Dear Future Wifey. So Kelly Steele was on there. She was sharing some really personal experiences about her marriage and her husband. Now this is a first lady and a pastor of a church. Don't quote me. I ain't gonna tell you where it's at because I'm not going. So she was sharing these experiences and how she stayed committed to her marriage to her husband, despite the man cheating and a lot of verbal abuse. And that's not new. People stay in those kind of relationships. But the kicker here is that she was telling us a story how she would prepare her husband's clothes for him going out with his side chicks. Yeah. So during this time, she believed that God had instructed her to do so. The First Lady Steele described this period as one where she felt divinely guided to fight for her marriage of her lying, cheat, and verbally abusive husband, even when the husband would call her derogatory names.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So actually, I want you to hear it from her words, because I feel like I can't do her justice.
Okay, yeah, maybe it'll make more sense when I hear her say. Maybe it'll.
So he would call me out my name when
oh, my bad. I listen to stuff on 2X.
That is wild.
God was going through transition of him not coming home on the weekends, not being there, telling me I hate you, I'll never love you, I wish I never married you. Right. I knew that life and death is in the power of the tongue through the word of God. So I would say, you will love me one day. We will have a good marriage one day. And although he would go out for weekends, I would literally help him get ready to go be his side chick by ironing his clothes and getting him ready for the night. And these are all things I was graced to do. I would not encourage anybody to do that unless you are graced by God to do this. But once I knew who I was, I realized, the enemy's after him. So I began to pray for him, not for my husband before, but as a soul. I didn't want to be lost. Whether we made it or not, I didn't want to be lost. I want him to be in his purpose because of that one dream I had that lasted about 2 seconds.
And this is all true. I can remember before she
had he's right there next to her like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Honor with God. I would come home 2-3 days later. My clothes would be bleached. Yeah. I would find my toothbrush floating in the toilet. Mm-hmm. So, and then the blessings that she wasn't home because she would have probably died.
Oh, I have wisdom. Wisdom helps you leave after you do that.
I'm looking at my K-Swiss back then. I'm looking at my IOUs.
Okay. Well.
So she was, let me make sure I got this right.
Mm-hmm.
She was blessed to be able to do that when he would call her out her name, tell her.
She's graced.
Graced.
So she felt as though she had a calling from God. I don't know if it was Jesus Christ, but a God to stay there. Before we move forward, because I do know that if you're not in the Word, if you're not actually reading it, you could take something like this from Instagram or YouTube or wherever and say, that's why I don't go to church. But I do want people to know that there are a lot of things. This is not what the Bible is about or whatever God they're talking about. That's not at least what the real Bible is. In the scripture, it definitely does not say that a woman must stay with a man if he cheats on her. It actually speaks about you can leave for infidelity or abuse. And I will give you where you can go and read that. It's Matthew 19:9. It's actually Jesus speaking, saying, I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality and marries another woman commits adultery. So you can leave for sexual immorality. Also, on abuse, it's not actually stated like abuse as in like slapping somebody verbal, but it says husbands love your wives and do not be harsh with them on Ephesians 5:25. Also Psalm 11:5, the Lord examines the righteous, but the wicked, those who love violence, he hates with a passion. So there's nothing about abuse or cheating or immorality that says you should stay. It actually tells you that is your green light to go and I won't have a problem with it. So that's one of the things I really, really, really don't like about that. Like, the Bible does not require a woman to stay in the situation. Now, did she feel some type of calling on her life? Perhaps.
Mhm.
But I don't see where God would ever put anyone in a situation where he's telling you to stay in a harmful place. And they're a pastor and a first lady. So
Yes.
all of this came to me, and I wanted to use their situation to see, like, when does faith become dysfunction? Is it faith or fear that keeps us in toxic dynamics? Because that is toxic.
Very toxic.
Can you imagine ironing that man's drawers for another woman to go take them off?
He said he'd be gone for 3 days and come back.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I no, that's like blatant disrespect to your face from a man, and it's like you're feeling that. I just don't believe, and who am I? Maybe this is just a small part of the story, and maybe she was cheating years back, and now it's like she's getting back. I don't know. That so many different things can make it something different. But I just don't think that's fear that's keeping you there. That's your own insecurities.
That's really of the word. You don't feel like she was really graced to do that.
No, like. It could have been his story. You probably could have saved him way before that if you would have walked away from that, so he could have realized that that's not okay. Yeah. Because you're enabling it and saying it's okay. And he's just like, oh, yeah, you're making it easier for me. No, why do you think you're worthy of that? Like, literally, if you're reading the word would tell you you are worth so much more than what you're going through. We can give you a better life, and you don't have to be with a partner.
Did they ever get to the point of what the benefit of sharing this story, or the lesson of sharing this story?
Oh, yeah, they're like, you should go, you have to go through things to get to your marriage. I don't know. I'm making that shit up. I didn't finish it. It pissed me off. Pissed me off that she's a whole first lady in the church with this rhetoric.
But I do think, and I know you're not going to agree, you're not going to like this. What? I do think the church teaches us to ride or die. And it teaches us that you have to go through all these things to get through the good thing at the end.
You're not lying. I absolutely believe, just like there's like radical Islam people, there's the same thing in the Christian church. So that's why it's important for us to be in the word, reading the word, seeing what you get from God, not what the church is telling you. The pastor's there for a reason.
Lady.
Stop! I'll be like talking to him or whatever. We be like, hey, Jesus. I would be talking to him like during the day. I look crazy. I really do, though, because I have felt the difference in me, right? But I also remember when the church kicked me out when I got pregnant, or I could no longer do the worship and praise. When I wanted to get divorced, it was a problem again. Like, it's been a thing. Yeah. But I was putting my faith in those adults and in those preachers, the deacon messing with the secretary and the pastor cheating on the wife. Like, they're human. And if you come for what they're saying, and times have changed. And the Bible and the word changes right along with us without the actual text changing. Okay. Like, there are ways to apply it to our life now. So, like, back in the day, yeah, women couldn't vote. We couldn't work. We couldn't do certain things. Things have evolved now. And so read the word to see how it applies to you versus going back to be like, the church did tell us.
Amen, Pastor Carla.
So you're going to come to church?
Not get in that word.
You coming?
Huh?
Sunday?
Huh?
If you can, you can hear.
Hello. If you do the race, I'll come to church.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we have to wait till November?
Yep. I got to make sure you keep your word while you in the word.
No. I'll come. Okay.
They got to connect.
I feel like we have to go and like get the blessing from the Lord to go there together.
Why you had to do that?
I feel like we have to go. There's a lot.
Can I go online?
Yes, but we're going to talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
So you got to listen. You can do online. I'll send you a good one.
So I got to pay attention and take notes.
You remember, so whatever sticks to your heart.
Are they going to be there? Or is Pastor still going to be there?
No.
I might go for the entertainment. I might have to go for the entertainment. I might have to see that live so I can see, okay, what point does she get to the point of like...
No, we're not going to them Steele's church. We're going to Pastor JJ Journey Church right here in Orlando.
Okay.
And we have to make sure it's Pastor JJ preaching.
So while you're preaching, how do you know when you are interpreting the word of the Lord versus... on some foolishness?
If you actually in the word and you stay still and you're listening, you'll be able to have discernment. So that's where discernment comes into play. And you have your own, when things are moving really fast, I was telling Ayana this recently because she has, let me not bring her into it. I give her my example. When I thought I was hearing the Lord when I met my ex. So I was not in the word. I had started going back to church. My therapy was, I was working really well with therapy. I felt better on that. And I was like, I know that I want to get back to the church. So I had started going in 2017, back. And I wanted this. I wanted this family and I wanted this God-fearing man. And I'm like, I'm here. I'm working on this. I'm going to find that. He comes along pastor's son, knows the word, but things are moving fast and he's just throwing things at me. And I'm like, this has to be God. And I'm moving around and now I'm leading onto my own understanding that this must be God because things are aligning. They look good. They feel good. This is what I want. But if I would have been taking a step back and been in my devotional every single morning, if I would have been asking God, is this where I'm supposed to be moving? I would have then heard the difference between this voice and his voice. So that's when we just need to take a step back and like really listen. And I think once you have discernment and you have that relationship, it'll come fast. Like there's not, and they've come. When I hear certain things from certain people now, when I feel certain energies, it's different. I don't think I would have felt that when I wasn't in it like I am now.
All right.
Yeah. Are you going to do so good in church with me? You're going to love it.
Don't start, okay? Let's just take it one step at a time. Take it one step at a time.
I know. One more thing from here that I wanted to bring up was the line between divine obedience and self-abandonment. Okay. Because obedience is a thing. And I've been really obedient in the past couple of years in certain aspects of my life. Like I've had to do and move when I needed to move. And it feels funny. I'm probably sure sometimes when I tell you I'm going to do this, people will be like, you're going to do what? Yeah. You're going to let go of this client, or you're not going to take on this client, or you're going to do this with yourself. Sometimes I feel like I got to move. And it's like, you got to shift. And it doesn't make any sense at times, but you got to sit back because I get scared. And that's when I start crying. And I'm like, it feels too big. But then it happens. And then I get to where I am now. Okay. So it feels really scary. But that's how you know it's a divine obedience, when there's something on the other side outside of the pain that you've been in. So it's going to take some time. But then it's like when you have self-abandonment, or you're just doing this in this toxic space, it's like it's not getting any better. So you're taking a step back to realize it's not getting any better. Okay. And I think part of my obedience was leaving Jersey. That didn't feel good. The baby was still little. Mm-hmm. It's like I could have stayed if I didn't listen. But because he only hit me twice. It takes 7 times before. No, seriously. It takes 7 times before women leave. Okay. So 2 times. I said, that's enough. Yeah. You got to move. And
said, that's the word right there. That ain't been the word.
No, that's the word. And I remember, this is going to take a dark turn, but I remember one time when I'm like on my knees and he's hitting and the baby's on the ground. And I just remember saying Jesus' name. It's like, Jesus, like, please, where do I go? What do I do? And I remember just being so alone. And I'm being forced to read, being forced to listen. It's like I wasn't talking to anyone. And when I was in Puerto Rico, he said, go. And it's like, I didn't hear a go. It's not like, go.
Right. No. That ain't how he sound?
That's not how he sounds.
Hello, Carla. No.
It doesn't sound like anything. It's like you get this feeling. Hey, Carla, hey, the fuck out. So he wouldn't say that.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't say that. He wouldn't say. But that's kind of what he meant to say. Like, it's time to go.
Yeah.
And I just felt the same way when I quit my job. I don't know where I was going with this podcast stuff when I quit, but it's like a uncomfortable thing. You have to move. And if you don't listen to it, you keep feeling it, but it's like, just go, jump. And it works every time, but there was still shame behind it. It got harder mentally for me, but then look where I am now. And it didn't take me long to get here. Well, not here, but it took a minute, but I'm saying.
It didn't feel like it when you look back.
Yes. Because when we look, I've only been here for 3 years.
Yeah.
So that first year was rough, felt like 10 years, but I can look back, and I was able to look back every like 6 months and say, oh, it's getting better.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what I wanted to say on that one. Just because I didn't like that. I don't want people to think they can do that.
Yeah.
Or like, no.
I'm happy you're sharing your testimony.
Was that a testimony?
Yeah, I think it was.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Okay. So since we just went on the ups and downs of marriage that we're not doing, you asked me last episode what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
And then we started with my birthday. I've been really scared and having a hard time lately. We're getting older.
Okay.
The big 38. Not in like a terrible way.
I could tell by the way you shame me about my age. I could tell that you think like getting older is like, it's so terrible.
No, I don't. Because it has something to do with like physical or anything like that.
No, you just don't like the idea of being older.
I'll tell you why.
You're like, ew, you're in your 40s.
I'm not joking, because it's not in that way. It's not like, oh, my knees hurt now, I'm 40. Or it's more like I'm anxious. I cry. I can't breathe. I'm scheduling appointments about it. Yeah, bitch. Medication type shit. So I cry a lot, and I've been crying a lot. And my therapist last time, she's like, are you on your cycle? I'm like, did I tell you I don't get a period? It's been a year, bro. And every time she's like, cycle, but she still thinks there's a cycle. So anyways, I catch myself watching like younger women, their energy, their skin, their freedom. And I have that moment where I start grieving, like, I can't go back to that.
Right.
And I don't want to.
Okay.
Because I do love where I am right now. But it's like, it's going to end. And I'm getting closer to the end, and there's nothing that I can take back. Then I think of my kids. I'm not going to be here. Then they're going to grieve me. And then I'm going to get old. And
bitch, you need to chill out. Like, damn.
I know. Then doesn't go through your mind.
No, I don't think about the end.
Yeah, I think
about it's just beginning.
And I do that too sometimes, but lately that's not where I'm headed. It's just like it's gonna end. That this version of me is gone. I'm never gonna get her back.
Right.
I can never do. I don't get you don't get a do over.
No.
And there's some things that I want to do over. Like Ayana's 20. I'm like, oh man, I could have done some things different. I can never go back to that. And then I really be working out now.
Yeah.
And it's not changing as fast as I wanted to. Okay. I'm not gonna eat the cookie. You know, so all these changes that I'm like, I just gotta accept them. That now I'm gonna have like a 40-year-old's body. That is and not that it's a bad thing. Yeah. It's just I can clearly see the difference now. Physically, even if I get as batty as we want, when we put a 21-year-old next to us, there's a different look. Even from the innocence to it too.
Exactly. So you're grieving, you wish you could do over. I think the reason that I don't feel that way is because I get excited about the starting over.
I do.
So not necessarily doing it over, but like starting this new thing. And I get to have it go, like I can map it out and do it however I want. And I'm taking into that all the stuff that I learned in this last chapter.
But you don't think about the fact that you're getting closer to the finish line?
No, I don't think about the finish line.
I live in that finish line. Like,
I see that. That's your anxiety. Yeah.
But this has just been as of lately.
Yeah.
I think it's a birthday's coming up. Psalm's getting older. Ayana's getting older. And I just keep thinking, like, even being around with Ayana, I don't know if you feel it with Michaela. I'm like, she's 20.
Yeah.
Like I can't even lie about being 30 and say that's my kid, because then I would have had her at 10. And I'm like, you can't even lie about my age no more. You know what I mean? I can't say I'm 25. Even if they look at me, no one's going to think I'm 25.
Right. But 40 is so hot.
It is. But I can't do so. I don't like being told I can't do
what. So what do you feel like you can't do at 40?
I can do way 38. More at 40.
What do you feel like you can't do?
It's an irrational fear.
It's an irrational fear. Yeah, it is. It's an irrational
fear. I can totally tell you it's an irrational fear. Money-wise, I wouldn't want to go back to where I was before. Right. Mentally, I wouldn't want to go back. Physically, I'm fine. Yeah. There's nothing about me that I'm unhappy about. I don't know what it is. I just be crying.
Yeah, you need to be medicated probably. Because I'd be like, wow, I'm 40 and I can still do this. Or I'm 40 and I don't remember even being able to do, like, I have this thing in my head about like, oh, I'm going to do this at 40. Like, wow, that is so cool. That is so exciting.
I wonder if maybe sometimes being in the entertainment space where beauty is like currency.
Yes.
And although I do love being behind the scenes, I do have certain
so I get
aspirations.
That. You're very like on social media, in front of the camera. That's okay though. I tell you, I found a doctor to do the facelift. So I'm ready. I just need $20,000. Let's put a GoFundMe in this caption. Yeah, I'm doing a little.
But you said not
partial
yet, though,
facelift.
right?
No, girl, I need to raise the money, and then I'm doing it. A partial facelift. This thing called a eye bluff thing or something, and an eyebrow lift.
Okay, realistically, I'm not, because
I'm being for real.
As serious as the butt implants were?
No, this is for real. The butt implants were serious too. The COVID shut it down, and I gained my own ass in COVID. I was like, oh, I don't need that no more.
So, and how long, if you had the 20 grand right now, when would you do it?
Immediately. I would be like, Carla, we got to record like 6 episodes because I ain't going to be able to be on the podcast for 6 weeks. It's a 6-week recovery.
Crazy ass going to be in here bandaged up.
Actually, I might. You look a little crazy. I'm going to have 2 black eyes, but.
You really would do it tomorrow if you had the money today?
Yes.
Dex, what are you pulling?
Everything.
This is mental health.
Live it up.
I got mental health issues. You got mental health. That's mental health, you know?
It's not that I think it looks bad now, but it's getting bad. It's getting bad.
You know, that's a different side of it. That's a different. It's the same thing. My anxiety is crying. Your anxiety is getting.
It's getting bad. Listen, I know black don't crack, but white ain't right, and mixed need maintenance. Okay, I need a little touch up.
Dex, no, you don't. I think you're having the same anxiety. So, question: when's the first time you looked in the mirror and felt like you were aging?
It was a couple months ago. I was like, oh, just a little loose. Just a little.
It's not though.
It is. I can show you.
You think it's loose?
If you see I'll show you pictures. I'll show you pictures.
I think we're going through the same thing, just loose. different ways we show it.
But see, like, I'm not sad about it. I got a plan.
I'm not sad.
I got a plan.
That's terrible.
I just get a coin.
Dexty, yeah. I don't think you should do that. It's very dangerous. What are the risks?
People do it all the time.
People do BBLs all the time.
It's local anesthesia, they call it. Like, it's
okay,
like not even.
What are some of the side effects? Because I thought you were gonna wait till like 45.
You become a baddie. That's a side effect.
Come on, seriously, what can happen? What's a risk? Okay, what's a risk? A baddie's not a risk.
A risk is all the dudes that's gonna be after me. Like, oh my God, get away.
They're 22?
Yeah.
No,
I haven't seen any. As long as I get the right doctor, no
I'm
risk.
gonna ask. What is it called?
See, this is your anxiety. Like,
What's
you're
it
thinking about
called?
the bad things.
You should.
No.
You have to take calculated
I'm thinking
risks.
about and this is calculated. I'm gonna get the right doctor.
Not if you don't know okay, what's the name of the procedure called?
A partial facelift, upper bleph, I think it's called, and an eyebrow lift. I'd be a baddie.
No.
Like, no, you're kidding. You're not. However old you are. I'm like,
I feel like you should wait till like 45, maybe.
No, why?
Because
why do tomorrow when today is here today? Something like that.
Because today you look good.
But I'm
you
look
good,
even better.
girl. You look good. Yeah, you know.
I'm gonna look even
okay.
better.
So, general risks for both infection, bleeding or hematoma, scarring, poor wound healing, anesthesia complications. Are you getting anesthesia?
Yeah, but like I haven't had when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, I didn't have anesthesia complications.
Okay.
I
asymmetry.
Well, I'm gonna go to the right doctor.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be like
okay.
Like,
so we gotta do really good research on the doctor.
I heal from scarring.
Oh my gosh, partial facelift, nerve injury can.
I don't need to feel nothing on my face. I don't care about nerve injury.
Okay. Skin necrosis.
What's
Rare, but when skin doesn't get enough blood flow. Oh, when the skin like dies because it doesn't get the blood flow. Hairline distortion. Bitch. If they fuck up your hairline, you have a little forehead. They can fuck it up a little bit.
And then Addie hooked me up with the
wig
bust down. Like,
persistent
with the
pain or numbness in your around your ears and jawline.
I don't need to feel nothing.
No pain.
Tylenol PM. Come on, give it to me.
Okay, so your eyebrow lift, forehead numbness. That's fine. We do that with Botox.
Botox, exactly.
Eyebrow asymmetry. That'd be wild if you look like you ain't got no eyebrows. Take them off.
I draw them on anyway.
Okay.
I just draw it to the right
hair
spot.
or loss at incision sites.
So they just do a dot and a dot, and so just pull the ponytail back or leave the hair out.
Okay.
Come on, I ain't heard nothing.
Overcorrection. Eyebrows may appear. We ain't got no eyebrows. Drooping or sagging may return over time.
And I just do it again. I serve an awesome God, okay?
I'm
ready.
Okay, I'll go with you. Yeah, you go in there with that confidence. Everything's going to be all right. Okay. And it says downtime's only 1 to 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Okay.
So actually, y'all don't even got to know. We should delete this part of the podcast. I'm just going to come back looking fresh one day.
We're not. You got to tell the girls what you did.
I will tell the girls. I'll tell y'all the doctor.
I want to get
this
done.
Yes, because it's happening, right?
Yeah.
And I already
What's
had
it
it
called?
naturally. It's hooded. But
hooded
I already had it. That was just like
I've had it like this.
Yeah.
But I think it's
but
getting
I
worse.
could never do what you do with the liner, a wing liner, because mine have always folded.
Mine folds.
Yeah, but not like this.
I only do a little one.
I got like 5 folds right here. Do not zoom in.
That's the only fold
But
you got in your
girl,
body.
I'm gonna get the procedure. I found a doctor in Dallas.
Why we got? There's not one here. I sent you one here for the chin lipo.
I know, but I want to do it all at once. Just knock it out all at once. I don't
Can we start with one?
No. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
Okay.
Just knock it all out.
Okay. So you don't miss anything about your younger self?
I don't miss anything about what?
Your younger self? I feel like you don't.
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, if we're still like talking about looks, I feel like I look better now.
You do.
You saw them pictures I posted yesterday? Me in my 20s? Oh my God, I look sad and hungry.
You were so tiny.
Yes, I look like I missed a lot of meals.
Okay, now you're missing them on purpose. You was missing them because you couldn't eat it. Now you're just choosing not to eat the meals. Okay, got it.
No.
Okay. All right. I don't think I missed anything. Anything that I miss is not a personal thing. It's like if I wish you could go back in time for certain things.
I'd be like, I made it out. Because like I had I'd be like, I made it out. Yes, thank you, Lord. I made it out. Like, I've come so far.
All right. Made me feel better.
Yeah.
Today. Okay. Hopefully I don't start crying about it tomorrow again.
It's okay if you do.
Yeah, because I know that it's an irrational fear.
I think it's because like you still want things that you would usually have when you're younger. If things like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish I could have gotten here sooner. Mm-hmm. What I know is, and I probably should talk through this, because I feel like if I didn't make certain decisions, I know for a fact I could have been here by 33.
Yeah.
Even at 33 when I met, really, I just regret him.
I know.
He fucked me up. Because if I wouldn't have done that, well, probably I wouldn't be here anyway.
I was gonna say, like, that's one motto that I live by. I feel like every decision that I've made was the right decision.
But I was
it might have
already
been
in the industry. I had already quit my job.
I know, but it might have been the difficult decision. Like bad things might have happened. I always feel like it always end up exactly how it's supposed to end.
Oh, annoying.
I know.
I'm gonna get Botox again. I think it's time though. It should be coming up. We gotta call Janine back, and I'm gonna fix my bottom lip. I just need a little bit more. You want to get a whole facelift? I just want to put a little filler on my lip.
I know, but that's dumb. Like what I want to do makes sense.
It does not make
the
sense.
Filler stuff is just silly.
All right, can you want to go letters?
Yeah. How much time do we have? Do we know our time check?
40.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, we're good.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
And now I feel a lot better that someone's getting picked up.
Okay, I have a question for you actually, but I don't know how we got on the aging thing. But before we move on,
because I had anxiety, bitch,
from this lady, basically sacrificing her confidence and everything. Like, how much? What is the price of love? How much would you be willing to pay? Did you see a couple weeks ago? A dating coach, Anwar Wright.
Love him. I want him to come on. Anwar, we want you on the show.
I love Anwar. He was trending because this lady said that she paid $10,000 and now she is engaged. And if I remember correctly, it all happened in under a year.
And she's like, she says, from what we know, the facts that we know that they're saying, she's happy and she loves it and that's what she wanted.
So as a woman who still wants to get married, what is the price that you'd be willing to pay if you knew for sure you would end up with
and that I was ready? So I wouldn't invest anything until I knew that I was ready. So I don't think now. So probably if it happens, it's in the next 3 years.
Is $10,000 too much?
No.
So it's going viral because everybody's like, what the hell?
Because they're broke. You broke bitches. You don't have 10,000. This is not a conversation for you. She had 10,000 to spend to start wasting time and getting cheated on by these niggas out in these streets. So you want some STDs or you want to find your man?
Oh,
okay. Like that's it. You shouldn't have an opinion about what you can't afford.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, go ahead.
No, you shouldn't. Like, just have opinions about your wage and what you can afford and what you can't. Because she's like, I would never do that. You can't do that. Or like men were like, I would never date her. You can't date her. Like, don't have. So I'm sure the outrage is over people that can't afford it.
Yeah.
But I would spend $10,000 if I knew that within a year I could find that person for me. That was, I mean, it's not, I can't guarantee that he won't turn into an asshole afterwards.
Right, yeah.
But I would want to be ready. And I know that I'm nowhere close to that to even spend $1,000 because I would be bullshitting.
You would.
I would.
You'd be cussing people out.
For no reason.
Yeah.
But not even, just like not answering or little stupid things give me icks just because I know I'm not ready. And I'm doing too much with my son right now. And if the right person comes around and they help or whatever, I'm not, saying that it's not going to happen. That's not where I'm focused right now. I'm good. So
okay.
But I would pay $10,000.
You would? Okay.
I think I would pay it up to like 20. Because guess what?
Right.
They're also going to find me a man that's in that same tax bracket.
Right.
Now, if I pay this nigga $20,000 and he get me a motherfucker that work at Popeyes handing out biscuits.
No. Really?
What?
See, you're not ready. You're right. You're right. You're not ready to get married. Because you see what you focus on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not ready.
My life is expensive.
I'm so happy we're going to be together forever.
I will say, don't cry.
I don't got nothing to worry about.
I don't see myself taking care of a man. I don't see a man being able to provide something for me that's like, I got to take care of you. You don't have kids. I'm not having any more kids.
I do think the right mate, the right partner is priceless. So, like, I know the number sounds crazy.
Girl, shut up. You don't even believe that. Priceless as to, like, pay to find
it's priceless.
I thought you were saying priceless like they could be broke.
No. So, I think if you're going to find the right person, I think $10,000 is nothing. But I did learn after the fact that it's not that she gave Anwar $10,000. That $10,000 included her going to therapy. It included her like doing a makeover. It included working on herself.
That's beautiful.
Also to find
even if this guy doesn't work out, the next is already getting her closer to that one.
Yeah. So I just thought that was cool, and I love Anwar, and I agree with a lot of things that he says.
Do you?
Yes.
He's trying to get people married though.
He is trying to get people married. I love it.
Would you follow? Would you hire him?
No. What for? It's a waste of my money. I don't want to get married.
Oh, even if you can get the promise that you don't want that promise.
I don't want nobody living with me.
There's marriages where they don't get.
I know, but why though? Like, why get married if y'all not gonna live? I don't.
Oh, okay. What about without the paper? Spiritual marriage.
Girl,
like,
get the hell out of here. What the hell?
What's his name?
Who?
Brittany Renner's dude.
He's in a spiritual marriage
with her.
Girl, that's foolishness.
What's his name?
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates.
That's foolishness.
Why do girls like this toxic man? What were we just talking about?
Because he looked like he could hunch good. He do. He looked like he can hunch good. I ain't gonna lie. I don't look him in the eye. Because I think he.
You do something?
Doing some kind. Yeah. I don't like to listen to his voice either. Do something to me.
Really?
I'm afraid of him.
I hear him talk and it grosses me out.
Yeah, he look like he real nasty. In a good way. Real nasty. Real nasty.
You should try it out. Let us know.
No,
he got 2 wives now, though.
Go have me in a hijab. He will. He can have me converting.
No,
he don't hate my booty so good. Have me wrapped up tight. No, ma'am. I'm staying far away.
Stay far away from that one. Because he puts them in, I don't know. I don't know what he does.
I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out.
I would like for you to find out. I don't think you would get attached. You think you would get attached to good sex?
I don't take the risk.
That's a calculated risk.
I'm not. See, that's why I know you're not ready to be dated. See.
Question. I was kidding. You think good sex can keep you around?
I've never had that level of it.
I don't think there is that level of it that can make you.
I've seen some people. I'm afraid of that.
Mental health.
You don't think
they have abandonment issues? It's not the sex.
Okay.
No. Anybody that tells me, "Oh my God, I seen the thing."
Yeah.
No. Like, while you're being embarrassed online and the wife is stood it. Nah, that's mental health. That's you're looking for validation about something else.
Yeah.
I know I'm right.
I don't want to find out.
Okay. One letter. Do we want one about a sister and her aunts and her being an auntie situation, but like an auntie to an actual kid? Or do we want one about guilt? How much time we got?
10 minutes.
46. 14. Okay. We might be able to do both. Let's see. So let's do the sister one. So this one says, if you want to send out your emails, DM them or the So What Now podcast.
Oh, wait, is this from a boy?
One of them is from a boy.
Read the one from a boy.
Okay.
Because, like, what are they
Aren't
doing
you the
here?
one that you don't want boys here?
I want to know what they're doing here.
Our guys are the best.
I want to know,
like, going through some shit.
Yeah, let's see. I want to.
And I love
it. Is a man here?
Yes, and he's going through something. He's being vulnerable.
Okay, I want to listen.
Be nice.
You don't want to be nice?
I'm nice. I'll be nice because I feel like I read this one.
Okay.
So this one says, I've been with my girlfriend for almost 2 years now. When we first got together, I genuinely saw a future. But over time, things have changed. I've grown. It's become really clear we're not aligned emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. I'm not happy anymore, but also I don't feel like I can leave. If I'm being honest, she struggles with mental health. She has anxiety and depression mostly. God, yeah. And she said things like, if you leave me, I don't know what I'll do, or I'd be better off gone. I swear I tried encouraging therapy, but she just won't go consistently. I need help because I feel trapped by fear and guilt, not love. Yeah, a therapist. What makes it harder is that she slowly isolated me from people who I care about me. Recently I had a close friend, just a friend, and she accused me of emotionally cheating with her and made me block her. She's shown up unannounced at guys' nights, started arguments when I'm on the phone with family, and once even DM'd a coworker of mine to warn her to keep her distance. Now it feels like that was me back in the day. Damn. Now it feels like I live in a world where I'm always managing her emotions and apologizing for things I didn't do. I feel frozen. We don't have kids. We're not married. And there's no legal ties between us, but I feel like I'm changing a situation that's draining me. How do you let go of someone when you're afraid of leaving them? When you're afraid leaving them might actually destroy them. I don't know how to walk away without feeling like I'm the bad guy or that I'm slowly even losing myself.
Dang, I think you wrote the wrong podcast. We don't have the skills to deal with this type of thing.
I mean,
this girl threatening to hurt herself.
She's not going to.
Look at you. See this one?
It's manipulation.
Sir, talk to a professional. You and her.
He's not the one trying to kill himself.
You and her no, he needs to talk to a professional as well.
The reason why he needs to talk to a professional is because why does he feel like he's okay being in there?
Exactly.
That's a grown woman.
But baby, this is the wrong podcast for help.
No.
Don't listen to Carla.
Go. You don't have to stay there. That's manipulation. If she wanted to kill herself, she would have been killed herself.
I agree. But
put a knife and a gun in front of her and say, which one you want? See if she do it. She's not going to do it.
Disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do not listen to Carla. And see, the other reason why I know you need therapy, because how did you think me and Carla was going to be able to help you?
Because you must follow. All the guys that watch this follow me on social media.
You need to leave.
Yeah.
You need to leave.
He needs to leave and not worry about what she got going on. Maybe when she's threatening like that, call the authorities or like record her. I know in Florida, so I'm not sure where you are. In Florida, you cannot record someone without their consent. Mm-hmm. But shit, I'll take a little lawsuit if it means that like I can get out without her harming himself and that somebody can take care of her and help her.
Yeah, you need to leave, and it's not your job to take care of her.
And look what's happening to him.
You have to take care of yourself. Yeah.
We just had the guy. You know who this probably was? The guy that said hi to us downstairs. I'm just kidding. Oh my God, what was his name? The comedian. You told us your name. It's not you. It's not you. Lord. But hi. That was bad, huh?
Lord help us.
Okay, sorry. That was
Baby, go seek a professional.
I wanted to like put a pictures of somebody.
Auntie don't got good advice for this, okay?
I have good advice.
Okay, go ahead.
If she's gonna do it or if she doesn't do it, that's not on you. That's her own mental health issues. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no reason why you should be putting that on yourself.
Right.
Now, it's causing you pain. It's causing you all kinds of your own, like, you're anxious. Mm-hmm. The reason you're not leaving is because you're anxious. So get her to her parents or to a professional or call 911 while she's threatening. But it's time for you to go, and it's probably going to get harder. And if it does happen, God forbid, this person takes their life, that's not your fault.
Yeah.
I mean, make sure you weren't beating on her and doing all kinds of crazy things to her where it drove her to this. But if it's as white and black as you wrote, just go. Whatever she does is not your fault.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. That's so terrible.
That sucks.
Yeah. Please get help. Like, for real help. Not here.
I think I did pretty good. But you can go to betterhelp.com.
Yes. Yes. Put the commercial right here.
Yeah, you can do that. PWP is the code. You can do that. But yeah, I don't know. I think this happens to more people than not. And I think people use this as it's a manipulation thing.
Oh, it definitely
that
is.
People use all the time. That's scary to have someone think that you're gonna kill yourself because they walk away. But how long are you gonna do this little yo-yo for?
Right.
Has anybody has a man ever told you he's gonna kill himself? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Mm-hmm. You got that good pussy, me too.
You know what?
From what?
I think this is where we wrap it up. Do we have a review?
Yes. My dog guy, that's why we friends. He said he was going to drive into a brick wall. I said, oh, there's no brick walls in Orlando.
Jesus, help us,
You're
Lord.
too old for that. Guess where he at? Still walking around, breathing, not dead.
Every situation is unique, baby.
You're right. Where's yours at?
Hopefully you've already turned the podcast off and you are on betterhelp.com. And you are getting,
I don't know,
the help that you need from professionals.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, what's got you feeling good this week, Carla? Let's wrap it up.
Let me should I do the review first or afterwards?
We always do feel good first and then the review.
You're right.
Yep.
So my bestie here got me a gift. She's really trying to get me into this Golden Girls era. She's like, I give gifts. No, but I really felt really good when you gave it to me because I had just ordered some stuff. Remember? Yeah. She said she was proud of me and gave me workout clothes.
Yes.
And I haven't bought workout clothes since I started working out.
You've been so consistent and I'm so proud of you. And I was just like, let me just get her a little something like to, encourage you.
And it's so cute.
And to keep you going. And yeah, I was like, this color would look so good on her.
So what brand is that?
It's called Crazy Yoga.
Girl, I said Cruise.
It's like a Lululemon dupe.
I thought it was Cruise and I was about to do a whole thing about it. She got me a Cruise thing, but I was like, I don't know how to say it. There's no vowels.
Yeah.
So Crazy?
Crazy Yoga. You can get it on Amazon.
It was and it doesn't have the line in the middle.
Right.
That was good.
The front seam.
The front seam,
yeah. Can't do a front seam.
Good. That's why he almost killed himself.
Yeah.
That's why he threatened. That's why he threatened.
But no, I got you that. Hopefully to keep you going. I think you're doing so good.
Thank
you. Whenever I get new workout clothes, I want to go to the gym. So I was like,
maybe. And I intentionally didn't get any new ones because I was like, you such a quitter. You never go for more than a week. And then if you go, you just be doing bad. Go to McDonald's right afterwards. I'd be bullshitting in the gym.
Yeah.
But I think like all of the things that eventually I'll talk to you guys about that are transpiring behind the scenes for me right now, I needed something for my mental health. Mm-hmm. And going to the gym and literally I have an outfit that I have a picture of like 10 years ago. It's like that pink set I have is from Pink.
Yeah.
That I've had forever. Like I've had most of the things for a long time.
Yeah, I know. That's another reason why I got it. You wore some shorts the other day and I said she needs She need a little something. Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't want to buy anything. And then I went last week and I was like, I'm going to order some stuff from Gymshark. But I didn't want to spend money on things.
So there might be boys at the gym.
Oh, fuck no. I don't look at
Your
nobody.
husband might be at the gym. They looking at you, though.
Mm-mm.
So let me just get her something.
They would not want to talk. Girl, the way I show up in that gym.
Yeah.
Headphones, hair not done. Sometimes I don't even brush my teeth.
You know what? We're going to change that.
I'm not about to go to the gym looking cute.
Why not?
Mm-mm. I don't like. I'm not there yet. If it gets there,
okay.
We're not there yet.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-mm. I'm about to put some clothes on that'll look crazy.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna try to have my little arms.
Okay, what's our review?
Okay.
I gotta go.
So let's go to YouTube. In the YouTube streets, outside of the haters, that don't leave me alone. There's one that left like
don't talk about it. You're encouraging it.
Oh, yeah.
That never happened.
I mean, we do get paid from it, so I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Every time we leave a review, we get paid. But we have from Janice, 1 minute ago, she left an episode saying, love your podcast, ladies. So real, authentic, and learning something new every day. Continue to do your thing. I'm rooting for you both. Yeah, she's rooting for us. And on YouTube. Carla, I used to go to high school. Okay. Carla, I used to go to high school with you. Love watching you blossom.
You think she saw you play basketball?
May Janice? I don't know. Girl, send me a picture.
If you can deny or confirm Carla's basketball stories, let us know.
Okay, it's Janice. That is so funny. Okay. Which high school? I literally just posted on Facebook yesterday. Do we have a 20-year reunion? It's my 20 years this year.
Oh, really?
I've never been to a 10-year reunion. Oh, you only got 20.
My 20-year reunion
3 years ago. Shut up. No, I want to do it because I kind of want to show up.
Okay. I think that'd be cool.
I know, and I want to show up for both schools, Colonial and Hungerford.
Yeah.
I want to go to both. One more. Y'all need better YouTube names. Mbabazjaki. Mbabazijak. Whatever. Your friendship is so admirable. Love this episode. Thank you. And one more. Dexy is giving rich auntie. It's the hair and the length of the dress. So on the episode 25 questions for 25 episodes, I was right. Rich auntie vibes, and it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
We can touch on that topic later.
All right.
We'll go over it. Apparently, it still strikes a chord for her to be an auntie. That's fine. All right. Well, make sure that you rate and review the podcast. Go on YouTube, leave your comments. Spotify, you can leave comments now. Apple Podcasts, make sure you do so we continue to get paid and get this money from these advertisers.
Donate to the plastic surgery GoFundMe. And we love you guys.
You should start one for real.
Thanks for tuning in this week.
Bye.